My wife moved her lover into our house the day I left. I filed the paperwork knowing the house was a rental, and his eviction notice was sent that afternoon. My wife, Jessica, was always obsessed with appearances. We lived in a stunning, modern glass house overlooking the city. She loved hosting parties and showing off our success, but she loved her personal trainer, Ryan, even more. I found out about the affair on a Tuesday. By Wednesday, she had the audacity to kick me out. "This is my home, Mark," she screamed, throwing my clothes on the driveway. "I want you out. Ryan is moving in tonight. He's the man you'll never be." She stood there, smug and triumphant, thinking she had won the house, the lifestyle, and the boyfriend. I didn't argue. I didn't fight for the keys. I just picked up my bag and said, "Okay, Jessica, enjoy the view." She didn't know the truth. She never paid attention to the finances. She assumed we owned the house because I paid the bills. In reality, the house was a high-end corporate rental, leased exclusively in my name as a perk of my job as a senior director. The lease agreement had a strict clause: no unauthorized occupants. And a second clause: lease terminates immediately upon employee transfer. I drove straight to my office. I walked into my boss's office and accepted the transfer to the London branch. I'd been putting off for her sake. "When do you want to start?" he asked. "Today," I said. "And please notify the housing authority that I have vacated the property effective immediately. There are trespassers on site." I sat in the airport, lounged 3 hours later, and watched the security feed on my phone. Ryan had just arrived with his boxes. Jessica was popping a bottle of champagne, celebrating her victory. They were toasting to their new life in my living room. Then the doorbell rang. It wasn't a guest. It was the corporate housing security team, accompanied by 2 police officers. I watched as the head of security explained that the lease was terminated, the utilities were being cut in 1 hour, and that they were currently trespassing on corporate property. Jessica's face went from smug to shattered in seconds. She tried to argue, pointing at the furniture, screaming that it was her house. The officer shook his head. "Ma'am, you have 30 minutes to collect your personal items, or you will be arrested." Ryan, the tough guy trainer, didn't fight for her. He grabbed his duffel bag and ran, leaving her to deal with the police alone. I boarded my flight to London with a smile. She wanted the house so bad, she got to keep it. For exactly 4 hours. Now she's living on her sister's couch. And I'm starting over in a new country, debt-free and drama-free.